Happy Tuesday, everyone. I made it today. I feel like a bit flustered today because I had a late start and I had my artwork pinned and taped yesterday, but today when I started, I feel like there's places I need to make revisions for, so I worked on that for a little bit. So I'm finally live. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It was a holiday weekend in the US, and we also had our infamous inauguration yesterday. So we'll see how everything goes for the next 4 years, but I'm not gonna worry about that because I'm here to make art and I'm going to give my artist career a solid try in 2025. So if you're new here, I'm Pinky Hoot. I go live 3 times a week to share my watercolor painting process and also whatever project I'm working on. So you can definitely have an inside look of my art life, I suppose. And don't forget to turn on the subscribe button or follow button depending on where you're watching me, and the notification bell so you'll always be updated to all my creative moments. Okay, so without further ado and all that talking, grab your favorite drink, let's settle in and let's get creative. It's a new painting I'm starting today, so I'm excited. I hope you are too. Okay, like I said, I'm a little flustered today, so we'll get it started. So this is a blank canvas right now, nothing much to see, I guess. I'm going to lay down my first washes, and I kind of did a little bit of study before I went live to see where I want to start, so here we go. Hi Wanderlust, so nice to see you. You are so cheeky. Yes, 1 second. I actually, let me go back to my, hi Trevor. And hi Omar, if you're here, I'm so sorry I missed your message last time. I hope you didn't think I was ignoring you. Okay. How do I do this? Let's go back to this. Okay, so I kind of packaged it up for my art submissions, but I will show you guys, I guess, the collection that I submitted for this arts festival for Emerging Artists Program. So this is a piece that you guys saw me paint live last time. I added my stamp in the corner. Oh my gosh, opposite way. I added my little stamp in the corner here. The eyes might have a little bit more details, but yes, this is the last one that I made. And then if you missed my sessions before, this was the one before I made. I might have shown you already. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are the 4 pieces I'm submitting to this arts festival. However, these are not gonna be all there is for this collection because I'm still having a lot of fun exploring this idea, and I still feel like there are things that I haven't quite worked out perfectly yet, so I'm gonna continue exploring this idea. But I shall set this pack aside. And thank you, Wanderlust, for prompt me to do that, I guess. I can imagine if I just start a new painting all of a sudden, you're like, what happened to the last one? Thank you so much for the nice comments. Yes, I kind of really like how this idea is taking form. And also I believe this idea is giving me the opportunity to add details, which I feel like is what my signature thing is. It's just lots of details and textures, because those are the things that excites me. So, all right, let's get painting again. And like I said, I'm still exploring the same idea, but I'm gonna do it a little bit differently this time because I talked to a mentor of mine, and he gave me a couple pointers about how I can improve the overall look. So, and I will share that with you as I create along the way. All right. And if you're watching me on Twitter or somewhere else, if you could give me a little retweet and repost, I'll be much appreciated. All right. Enough talking. I'm grabbing my 2 big brushes now. You see, 2 big brushes because I'm gonna start laying down the layers of washes. And I suppose I should have mixed my colors before I do this, but it's all right. I'll do it real quick. Hi, Omar. Hi, Omar. I don't know if you heard my spiel earlier, but when I was going over the footages from last time, I noticed that you said hi, but I totally ignore you, so I'm so sorry. I just didn't see the message, I swear. But I'm so glad you're here today. All right. I'm going to mix a little bit of color here. Palette. My desk mess I usually hide from you guys. Okay. Mix the colors. How was everyone's weekend? I hope you stay warm because it's frigid cold in the US. There's some crazy weather pattern, I guess, that's happening. So I just mixed some rustic orange color, which I'm hoping to turn into a coral. And then I think I need to mix some green color. And again, if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, why am I doing what I'm doing, feel free to drop in the chat. I'll watch out. I'll look for the comments. I think I'm going to start here today. It's just a clean cup of clear water. I'm laying down just very roughly and quickly some water. this water goes. I feel like this is where I will do my color. Picked up some of my paint I just mixed. Here we go. First color. Ooh, it looked a lot brighter than I thought. That's okay. Color's a bit too saturated. Maybe I'm adding water as I'm going. I guess today I'm just gonna go right into the dress. Why not? It's pooling a little bit here, which I don't like. I've been toiling with, not toying, I guess. It's been on my mind. And if you're an artist, let me know what you think. And if you're an art collector, also let me know what you think. That someone told me that I should go big with my art and I should go maybe to acrylic. I'm having mixed feelings because I love watercolor and I feel like acrylic or oil doesn't have the same quality, but I also understand that I don't think watercolor is considered as valuable as an art form, and if I want to make a living off of this, there's definitely some considerations there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, if people told you the same. Quickly lay down this pink color at the bottom of the canvas with the paper. Now I'm going to introduce a second color, which I thought was going to be a blue to contrast. Dandy tester. Oh, that's a pretty color. To do the things I do, but with an acrylic instead of watercolor. That was a switch. Because acrylic I will be able to go much bigger, right? With watercolor, the paper only goes so big, and there is that limitation. Okay. This is actually one of my favorite part about this watercolors, when you see the color spreads unpredictably. I suppose to the point, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? I should try. But I also don't want to confuse my collectors at this point. I don't know, lots of mixed feelings. And I'm hoping to get some clarity from you guys. So, if you want to see me explore acrylic, I guess drop me a note. Thank you, Trevor. I love playing with watercolor, but yeah. I guess I will keep my options open. But yes, I think I don't want to confuse my collectors. But glad to hear that you don't think it matters, as long as, as long as the art looks good, right? I agree with you. But just, I don't know if it matters to anybody, but if you're thinking about professional artist path, you kind of want to pick your poison, so to speak, and have the thing you specialize in, known for, so that when a collector is thinking about a certain style or certain thing that they want to see, they'll go to you. But then again, these day and age, all the rules I feel like, are out of the window. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's see, okay, just mix a new color in and see how we do here. So that's a big tree, little tree. Okay. Thanks, guys. I think I will give it a try. I feel more encouraged. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, if not, I'm sharing, that when I lay down these background colors, the washes, I'm kind of deciding the color palette that I want to pursue for this painting. So the last couple, I kind of started with pink, I just start with pink sometimes. Some of them turn into like a green pink kind of contrast color, some turn into pink and orange, which is not so much contrasting, but etc, etc. So today, we'll see how this mood goes. So far, I'm getting kind of a unicorn vibe. I probably shouldn't go too dark just yet. Do some paint drop. work the washes a little bit so they blend a bit. Do I like how this is right now? Yeah, sure. Try something new here. Taking my fan brush, some water. I was doing this as like I was doing this as an intermediate step, but I figured why don't I just do it right now and see how it goes. Just adding more texture from the get-go. And also blending color at the same time. Literally just thought about that. Why not sooner? You know, brains. Could bring some over here maybe. This blue is quite striking, huh? Not sure how I feel about that yet, actually. Maybe they will become treetops. Yes, I see it too, actually. Okay. So kind of did focus. Okay, kind of did the bottom part now. I'm gonna let that dry and see how everything dries. I just picked up some more water here because I feel like this is too dark right now. I don't quite want to go that dark here yet. Actually, some purple in this corner. Also, these are like a mixture of cool and warm colors. Okay. I better stop. I'm starting to over mixing it. Okay, stop. So I'm gonna let this bottom part dry. I'm gonna bring some more saturated color in the middle. I do want that girl to be highlighted. right now I washed it with a lighter color and then immediately went back and dropped in more pigments in this area. Interesting. Sometimes I kind of leave like the dress and the girls last, but today I notice I'm just going right into it, which kind of reminded me of my second painting I showed you in the pack earlier. Oops. Some color here. Drip some color here. Drip some pink color here. Didn't I say I need to stop right now? Yes, I need to. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So, starting to feel like a beach sunset vibe, maybe. Okay. All right. I'll let that dry for reals. These pink colors I used earlier, and I kind of do a wash to the top because I do want to bring some of the bottom color to the upper part. You see? Okay, it's better angle. Just a little bit of wash so that the paper is not so white. I actually have no idea how this is gonna end up being like. Oh yeah, so I promised, well not promised, but I said that I'm gonna talk a little bit about my artist journey so far and see where it's gonna go in 2025. But a little bit background on myself, I used to be a shoe designer actually for a long time. Then when the whole NFT and Web3 thing came on the scene, I decided that maybe it's time for me to pursue the art career. And 3 years later, we kind of know where NFT stands. I don't need to go into that. but it's right now I'm really thinking, and I've sold some collections, a little bit of art digitally as NFTs, but I feel like that industry is not quite ready to take an artist's career to the next level. Unless you're already famous, then you have no problem. So I'm struggling with that, and I'm wondering, you know, where my art life will go in 2025. And I think I mentioned a little bit last time that, you know, I'm here YouTube, I'm YouTubing, I'm live streaming. I'm hoping that this will become something while I get better as an artist. But I see so many artists pivot or just quit because it is really just a hard career and hard thing to pursue. And it's pretty disheartening and discouraging to myself when I see, and Trevor and I were talking about, you know, we see some mutual follows pivoting away from art and music and full on into crypto and having some success there. But I just don't think that's me. Yeah, any thoughts you guys have, would love to hear it. I guess the point of contemplation is, when one channel doesn't work, what do you do? And naturally, my thought is, if that doesn't work, and if being an artist is still my goal, then I should just, you know, go find another place to try. I still get to make art, and like I said, it's absolutely a privilege to be able to do this. And that's okay. I will put all these paintings in my Etsy print shop if anybody's interested. So kind of added, not sure you guys can see, some pink to the edges of these flower drawings, so they're not so white. And the goal right now is really trying to cover as much of the surface area as possible. You want to kind of do that as quickly as possible so you can get into the second part of it. And as I'm learning, it's actually not a great thing to take so much time on your artwork, because, you know, if we see art as a product, you kind of need to turn over the product to make money. And if you spend your entire year on one piece, for example, then your opportunity for showcase is also just that one. Thank you. Trevor, I feel like you've seen me grow up as an artist from the very beginning. And I would love to actually hear what you think of that whole thing. Think about, as someone who watched me from the very beginning, how do you see my growth, I guess. Okay, so now this bottom part is slightly dry. I'm gonna start adding darker colors to darken it up. Because but without using black, so that's a trick. Test this color here. Dark, okay, much darker. this corner I'm gonna start darkening. I'm gonna start darkening both corners actually. How do we feel about this color? A little watery. I'm testing a corner to see. Not dark enough. I do feel like painting, building up a piece of artwork is very similar to building a house. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen a house built from ground up, but I live in a neighborhood where it's that everywhere. And you notice that the foundation and the framing takes forever to do. That's kind of how I feel. The first couple washes and layers, it feels like it takes forever without much progress because we naturally just want to see the results. But as you go, as we end towards the end, seems like things go much faster and they just come together at the last minute. So with watercolor and any art, I always tell people you gotta trust the process. I tell myself that too, trust the process. You know what, I'm gonna do this. Just kind of spritz my wet area. Thank you, Trevor, for saying that. I think so kind of for saying that, but I don't feel that way whatsoever. But I also realize admitting the fact that I think all artists are probably like this. I've never met an artist who thinks their art is amazing. Everybody just, you kind of have to take what other people say at their face value, because if not, artists will live a miserable life, full of constant questioning of your own ability. Just like this morning, I had that, actually. I appreciate it, Trevor. I do feel like, you know, we met maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago. From then and now, I definitely feel like I have a better idea what my art is about, what I want my art to do to the viewers and the collectors. So that's growth for sure. And also I'm curious about all your YouTubers here. Do you tell your friends and family about your channel? Or you kind of just hide behind them and then you know, grow as organically or however you're growing your channel in secret? Thank you, Wanderlust. You're so nice. But yeah, I want to know, do you tell your friends and family about your YouTube channel? Because I've always been taught or told that if you're an artist, you need to tell everybody and their mom about your art and what you're doing, right? And I figure you should do that with your YouTube channel too, because that's something that I'm doing as a work, career, whatever. And then I kind of had second doubts yesterday because when I showed someone I just met my YouTube channel, I mean, I don't have a lot of followers right now. When I have millions of followers, even when that happens, I'm sure it'll be different, but I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, and it's always like, did I just embarrass myself, or is this something that you guys do day in, day out? Okay, so I dropped in some darker colors now, darken it up. Still very casual. I feel like I still probably go a bit darker. Like right here. just yet. Five people, okay. I mean, that's more than what I've told, I guess, but okay. I guess let's get better at telling people about it. I guess, do you want to tell people about it? That's another thing, right? Because I know a lot of us do this as a hobby, and I'm drying the tape that's around the paper right now because I don't want the tape to get too wet, and sometimes that'll make the warping worse. And I put a lot of water here, so all right, that's that. I totally understand what you mean. It's shy, you know. And I feel like most artists I meet are pretty introverted people. All right, so this is still drying. I'm gonna let that dry. Should we start on the girl right now? Wet is dry enough, okay. What do you want? Thank you, Trevor. Oh, that's interesting, Wanderlust. So Wanderlust shared in the chat that he feels more self-conscious when he knows there are people that he knows in real life are watching. That's very interesting. I feel like I'm trying to think what others are like for me. I think I feel the opposite, actually, the exact opposite. Now that I've thought about it, because I feel like when I know it's people I know in real life watching, then I'm more relaxed because I already know them. I feel like they know me, so it's like not as big a deal. But if it's stranger, then I feel like there'll be more judgment coming from them. I could be completely wrong here, by the way, but that's at least how I feel. So that's really interesting. And sorry, I know Yoshi. Actually, I saw your picture. Duh. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I saw your channel and etc. But yeah, I feel the opposite. Yeah, and I should never even thought about this until now. So thank you for bringing that out of me. Okay. So where was I? Okay, I'm gonna work on this girl now. So let's make a pact, Wanderlust. Let's be better about telling people about our YouTube channel this year, because I also know that when you have a little bit boost from in real life, maybe the algorithm will be happier. I think so. I think so. I guess if you know people are gonna have some negativity around what you're sharing, then you would not do that, and that's totally reasonable. I also, this the Buddhist side of me. It's like it doesn't matter. None of this really matters in the end. Gotta do what we like and be the best at it. Okay. In the end, I'm doing what I love, and I really shouldn't care about how people judge or whatnot. So I just dropped a little bit of yellowish to my pinkish paint to brighten it up a little bit. But I'm wondering if I overdid it. Okay, I'm gonna let that be. So this color. I know the person I share my art with this weekend, completely new person, said, "Oh, your art looks very like relaxation and meditation kind of vibe." Oh, that's exactly it. I want my art to bring a piece of relaxation and an escape to people's daily lives, and I'm so happy that she got it. Which also was very encouraging. That means whatever things I'm doing is kind of matching up with the purpose and intent. It's like, I'm trying to think what would be the equivalent. It's like when you're messaging and your branding and your brand is cohesive. So maybe that's a future sign of a future good business. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we did the bottom. I kind of love this color combo now. Let's go start painting these flowers. Should we go from left to right or right to left? I'll go from this side. Painting is starting to take on a vibe. Mix new colors. When I mix paint, when I mix a color that I really like, you should too, but I do, is to mix a whole bunch of it. Because it's really hard to get the same color again. And is this the one? Too bright. 手动了。We'll start here. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts of my process is painting these flowers. And I usually go from very clean to very messy. So, I'll wet the petal. Today, instead of a round brush, I'm gonna try with a taper brush and see how that goes. Huh. How do we feel about this taper brush? I don't think okay, I don't love it. Second petal. I'm skipping up. Oh, you can't see. Okay, I'll do that. That real quick because I think it went way too bright, way too fast. Okay. This is forward. Here a little bit, which is great actually. I love it when that happens. Brighten this side up. petals first go, from white to some color, I'm usually very careful because if you made it too messy there, then it's really hard to fix after. So I'm bringing some paint over here. Oh, okay. I do enjoy painting these flowers. It's probably one of my favorite things. What color do you add something here? Drop some here. Some cool purple here. It's kind of have cool color here. My first wash, these flowers. While that dry, we'll go on this girl here. It's a big petal here. So I probably want to add a couple colors, maybe more than a couple, a few colors. I'll let let the colors work it out themselves. Interesting how my finger made it do this. Am I getting my color confused? No. Here we go. Making these two a cool color since they're kind of under the other two. I'm adding warm. Oops, not yet. Gosh. I'm adding some warm color back in here. Sharing a little bit of artist habit, I guess. I just kind of realized I do this, but every time I have an idea, I know that a lot of artists go through ideas. They would work on a piece of painting and then they will, don't like it, move on to the next idea super fast. But for me, I noticed that it's kind of, I like to work on like a collection. I will take an idea, make as many pieces as I can without getting sick of it, and then see how it goes, and then I move on to the next one. My experience is the pros and cons of this is that the pro will be I think I explore an idea pretty far, and sometimes the good stuff comes out when you're pushing your idea to a place that you didn't think it would go. The con will be my other ideas that I have. Sometimes it will be awesome when in the moment, but then I put it off to work on, maybe a couple weeks later, a couple months later, after current exploration. And then when I go back to the other one, it's no longer a good idea. I read that might not be a bad thing, because not every idea is a good idea, and then after you go through a process and eliminate the bad one, then if I felt like they're bad, then maybe they probably weren't good to begin with. So there's that. So yeah, I wonder what it's like for you guys if you're an artist and making art. What do you do with your ideas? I want to know. Oh yeah, I wonder, Ross, what do you do? I love that every artist have, there's like the how-to book out there, the artist's way or whatever, so many guidebook artists, but I find it absolutely fascinating that every artist has their own quirks and peeves. This should be probably a more color one. And yeah, yeah, sometimes the things I'm saying that pass my head might not be things like never thought about, but completely relevant. When I talk to other artists, they tell me the things they do, and sometimes they'll be so like, yeah, duh, why don't I do that? And then sometimes you're like, why do they do that? But each one of us are different. It kind of makes this whole thing very interesting because no one approaches the same way, I notice. Whoa, did I do too much purple there? Okay, cute. Push the paint inside more. Okay. I'm hoping this doesn't turn into a mess, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, go over here. Oh, that is super interesting. So you have done both, but currently you're trying one idea at a time. I think that's perfectly reasonable. And yes, I don't think we have the capability, or you just wouldn't feel normal to be obsessed with every single thing we come across, right? Then you kind of treat everything the same. But I do feel like once you find that thing you're obsessed with, then you probably want to go explore further. Interesting. I just love learning all the artist's thought process and habits. Why did I just do this? Yeah, and then, you know, I can share the benefits of my current thing. And so I realized because I kind of, get to explore an idea for a couple months, sometimes maybe longer. So I feel like my skills are improving faster. I think art is very much an iterative process, and so is our skills. Because I feel like when I'm exploring new ideas, I'm kind of hung up on the newness of it, and I get super excited. So things are always, at least to me, I don't know about you, Wanderlust. Hi, Agent 415 from Bay Area. Hi. Is it scurry? Are you scurry? Did you change your profile picture? Maybe. If you are, please let me know. What was that? I will check it out for sure. I have mixed feelings about this score, but for you, I will definitely do it. I think I saw the link on your profile. I'll pop in and say hi. These days, I'm trying to avoid Discord servers, but for you guys, I will, for sure. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I'm sure it'll come back to me. All right. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Guri. So happy to have you. It's been a little bit since I've seen you in a social media setting, I guess. So I'm working on a new painting today. Started from blank, for those of you who just joined me. And this is what I have so far. I started at the bottom today, and then kind of working my way up. And right now, just a little explained, this 2 flowers. It's mostly purple and orange. I'm gonna bring it over here, and I wanna add some blue to tie in with this here. So that's what I'm kind of working towards. I don't know if I'm quite successful yet. Yes, you are 100% right. You're 100% right about that in regards to the Discord chat. Oh shoot, where was I? Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was chatting with Wanderlust about the concept of exploring an art idea to the furthest extent, and we kind of shared our different habits. And I was sharing that I noticed that when I get obsessed with an idea and kind of work on it over and over again, in the beginning, when this is a new idea, I was saying that if everything feels fun and interesting because it's completely new, at least for me, that's how it goes. So I'm not really looking at things like objectively to see if it's good and bad. And then as I work on it more, a few weeks later, and I can see the places I work probably could have could improve on, and then I can improve it immediately on the next iteration of it. And because that cycle happens pretty fast, but because I'm forcing myself to have that cycle, that I find that my art is kind of improving faster this way versus a new idea, and then I'm kind of just stuck on the idea instead of my skills. But if you're happy in, if where you are with the skill is fine, then you might want to just go through ideas as fast as you can to get to that good one, and then you can stop and kind of work on it for some more. I don't know if I love how this color's coming out. Starting to add the cooler colors to the side. I don't know if that's as cool as it should be. Purple I'm using is called Permanent Violet, and I think this is a warmer color than I think it is. So note to self, add blue. Marinating. Cool, yes. Cool. This part's kind of getting muddy, so I'm gonna dab the paint out and kind of restart. Yeah. Okay. Looks better. Some purple here. Ah, sorry. That is not the color I want. No, 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 no. And yes, sometimes they just happen. Sometimes it takes a bit. Kind of warm to cool. Transition, transition. Okay, let's do this one first. Edges, blend that a little. You notice I'm constantly switching brushes because I'm constantly working with multiple colors right now. This is a smaller flower, so you're noticing I'm not doing a petal by petal instead of a more just a general placement of the colors right now. I will go back and add more details to bring it out, but I'm not so focused on how each of the petal looks because it is the smaller flower. It's kind of in the peripheral I want it to be. Stroke work there. I'm introducing some blue here now. Kind of like the transition right now. step back. Okay, cool. I was kind of afraid that all my paintings, because it's the same series that I'm exploring, I was trying really hard to not use the same colors over and over again because it's the same collection, the vibes are kind of similar. Color is kind of like the easiest way to differentiate each piece, so I didn't want to repeat the color combo. And currently this combo is definitely different from the other ones, which I'm happy about. And also I just, well, I'm just so random today, sorry guys, but for all the artists who are watching, someone gave me this idea, and Caroline, if you're here, you're the person who gave me the idea, was that if you do smaller paintings like I'm doing right now, and we kind of discussed in the beginning how, you know, as an artist, you kind of want to be taken seriously by going bigger. A great idea someone told me to try, and I think I'm going to try, is get my watercolor painting reproduced in a giant canvas. And then I was thinking, then I can like paint on top of it with acrylic and whatnot and preserve the watercolorish look. Great idea. But then it's printed reproduction of original. Bad idea. Yeah, so I'm conflicted, but I think it's something that's worth trying. And I would love to see all these my painting, especially this series, in a giant format, because I think it'll be very interesting. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. Bad idea? Good idea? What is it? Yes. After an hour, 30 minutes, I feel like I'm finally warmed up. I say that because my brush strokes are feels good now. And also this is kind of a thing that I want to achieve. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with Chinese watercolor painting. You know, you're still using ink and brushes on paper, albeit the Chinese version, you're like painting on rice paper, so it's a lot more thinner. But anyways, the thing I'm talking about here is the technique, because in Chinese watercolor painting, it's very much like calligraphy, where it's looked down upon. You really can't, because once the ink goes on rice paper, it's like done, right? The thing that just differentiates a master and someone who's amateur is kind of the stroke, right? In calligraphy, the masters, they have their own style, they do the stroke, and one and done, and every time they do it, it's a masterpiece, right? And same with Chinese watercolor. You know, there's techniques for painting bamboo, for painting plum flower, whatever. There's a very specific technique, and you don't get to manipulate. It's like one brush, done. Stroke is done. One color is done, right? So I'm trying to get to that, where each stroke, each color has their exact intention behind it. Catch up on my combo. Thank you, Wanderlust. I think that's very good feedback. Very, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, I think I know what to do now. I'm gonna make it in reproduction, but not paint over it like it's original, but yeah, I think it would be interesting to see in bigger scale. Thank you kind of for, oh my gosh, I do this way more often with you because I have these thoughts that I'm like, I don't know which way should go, and then you give me such a good feedbacks. I really appreciate that. Yes, okay, awesome. Trevor said it's a good idea to reproduce it bigger. Yeah, that is interesting. It is a lot of skills, and I feel like the Chinese watercolor masters, they spend their entire life to perfect a stroke style or like one subject. If they're good at painting cranes, or if you're expert painting mountain scenes or whatever. So I guess that's I'll study. That's like the biggest difference I see between Chinese watercolor and more Western watercolor is what I'm doing right now. Is in Western watercolor, there's still some manipulation and rendering, or not rendering. That's for computer manipulation, and work happens just like oil painting or acrylic, whereas Chinese watercolor is like one and done kind of thing, which, like you said, it requires a lot more skill, I think. Yeah. So I'm studying that because I feel like it'll improve my showmanship. Oh, the things that YouTube makes you learn and study. Because I feel like if I'm good at my stroke technique, then it'll be much more interesting to watch. Okay, so let's take a progress check. Cooler flower, cool. It warms up, and then kind of cools back down. Okay, happy with that. That's my first wash. Happy with how this coats out as my first wash. Okay. I'm studying where I should go next. Still damp. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna do like one more thing, one step, then I'm probably gonna stop for today. And I'm hoping I'm not rushing it, otherwise it'll be quite sad. Quite sad that you did the whole thing and you love it, and then the last thing you did on it you absolutely hate. And how many times have you ruined your artwork that way? Yeah, yes. And do you ever sketch in pen? I just started doing that. I've always done in pencil, but last year I started sketching in ball pen, not ink pen, because ink I feel like it's even more or less forgiving, but with ball pen, you can still kind of, do the shading and whatever, but yes, you can erase it, and I feel like it also has forced me to become better, knowing the fact that I can't erase it. I don't know if anybody here has tried that. If you haven't, I highly recommend that you do and kind of get a feel for it and see how that is different or the same from what you used to do. I'm a big fan of doing everything in life with intention, art or life just in general. Oh, why is it not so bright? Okay, so I'm gonna start adding some details. Color's not bad. Color's not bad. Okay. I'm kind of setting up my stage for next time, so to speak. Because after my first wash, I'm usually do the detail next, and then add more details as I go. But there was one painting I did where I added detail too soon. The third one I showed you, where I started adding details, I think a little bit too soon. I wasn't completely done with working in the background, and then I went back to the background, and then it just kind of became a muddy mess. So I'm trying to avoid that. Okay. So I'm kind of adding the placements of where the details would go, but not actually filling in the details until when I'm at next time, when I'm more sure of next steps. Checking the placements. Do some here. Should be a lighter color. Too high. Maybe here. Already see there's a bit more dimension to it. Okay. I was contemplating if I should mix it brown on the fly, and I said no, don't do that. Thank you, Trevor. Yeah, looks so far so good. And again, I'm just really loving this whole collection because I'm having such a good time working with it. That's gotta be an indicator of something, right? See, I'm still, I don't know if you guys can see. This is the area I changed 3 times already. And I'm still making revisions as I go. I'm not really following what I drew. Okay. That's good here. I really like this color just mixed. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Treetops. All right, guys. So I kind of set the stage for tomorrow. I laid down all these branches, sticks here. So I'm gonna definitely start adding details there. I think I placed some good. Yeah, I see it's already starting to have more dimensions. So yeah, and I like the color. So slightly different than I imagined, but it's cute. I like it. All right. Thank you so much for painting with me today on a Tuesday. I hope this session was relaxing and inspiring. I certainly had so much fun chatting with you guys. And thank you, Wanderlust, for helping me solve a couple questions I have in my head. Very helpful. And I will definitely check out the Discord server right after this, actually. So talk soon. And for everybody else, thank you so much for being here. If you like this painting or have any thoughts and comments, please drop in the comment section below so I know what you're thinking. And don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow and turn on your notification bell so you never miss anything from me. And until next time, keep creating, keep dreaming, and stay inspired. I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be on earlier than today because I had a late start like I mentioned. All right, have a great, awesome Tuesday.